The cherry blossoms were in full bloom. It was 1985, a time of hope and prosperity for Japan. But in the peaceful city of Fukuyama, a sinister shadow was about to fall. On April 30th, an ordinary day took a terrifying turn. An unsuspecting individual, reaching for refreshment, became the first victim in a string of horrific poisonings. They had no way of knowing that the drink, a seemingly harmless bottle of Vitamin C energy drink, was laced with a deadly poison. Their agonizing death weeks later on May 30th would send shockwaves through Japan, marking the beginning of a terrifying saga. The killer had chosen a chilling method, turning vending machines, symbols of convenience and progress, into instruments of death. This was no random act of violence. It was the start of a calculated plot, a macabre game that would leave the nation reeling in fear and disbelief. As the body count rose, one question echoed through the streets and homes of Japan. Who was behind this terrifying spree? And why were they targeting innocent people? This is the story of the Paraquat murders, a chilling tale of poisoning, terror, and the unsolved mystery that continues to haunt Japan to this day. The killer, shrouded in a cloak of anonymity, was cunning. They exploited a popular marketing campaign for Vitamin C, a buy one, get one free offer. It was a stroke of evil genius. This seemingly harmless promotion allowed the killer to seamlessly integrate poisoned bottles of Vitamin C and other drinks into the supply chain. Unsuspecting victims, believing they were getting a free drink, were instead getting a death sentence. The killer targeted vending machines, those ubiquitous metal boxes that lined the streets of Japan, offering a quick and anonymous way to distribute the poisoned drinks. With each free drink taken, the killer tightened their grip on a nation, sowing seeds of fear and distrust. People became afraid to accept drinks from strangers, to trust the convenience of vending machines. The simple act of quenching one's thirst had become a game of Russian roulette. The killer's motive remained shrouded in mystery, amplifying the terror. Were they driven by a desire for notoriety, a thirst for chaos, or something even more sinister? The answers seemed lost in a labyrinth of unanswered questions, leaving the police and public grasping at straws. The weapon of choice was as silent as it was deadly paraquat. A potent herbicide, readily available in Japan at the time, paraquat left no trace of its presence, no telltale scent or taste. It was a silent killer, lurking in seemingly harmless drinks, waiting to claim its victims. Paraquat worked slowly, attacking the body from the inside out. It ravaged the lungs, causing agonizing pain and respiratory failure. Death, when it came, was slow and agonizing. The cruelty of the killer's method sent chills down the spines of investigators. They were dealing with someone who not only wanted to kill, but to inflict maximum suffering. Adding to the horror, there was no known antidote for paraquat poisoning. Once ingested, it was a virtual death sentence. The tiniest sip could prove fatal, turning everyday drinks into ticking time bombs. The knowledge of this gruesome reality sent a wave of panic across Japan. People were afraid to drink from vending machines, afraid to accept drinks from strangers, afraid even to drink anything that hadn't been prepared by their own hand. As the body count climbed, panic gripped Japan. The police, under immense pressure to find the perpetrator, launched a nationwide investigation. Leaflets warning of the dangers of poisoned drinks were distributed by the millions. Vending machines, once symbols of convenience, were plastered with stickers urging caution. The media, hungry for updates, provided a constant stream of news, fueling the public's anxiety. The nation was on high alert, united in fear and suspicion. Every stranger was a potential suspect, every vending machine a potential death trap. Despite their best efforts, the police were baffled. There were no witnesses, no fingerprints, no apparent motive. The killer seemed to melt away after each poisoning, leaving behind a trail of death and fear. The investigation was like trying to catch smoke with their bare hands. The lack of progress only intensified the public's fear. The killer was still out there, lurking in the shadows, a constant threat to the safety and security of the nation.